Welcome in. We'll get rolling in a second here. I'm just updating a few of these things. You hear me click, click, click on the keyboard, which I'm sure is lovely. Jay, what's up, man? How you doing? Did I say that right? I have a 2000s all-decade team defensive player. Could be first or second team. Just in case people ask. There's only like 15 on each side. Good, that's it. Then we gotta get our poll up here, start a poll. Yeah, which visions will... I try to get most of this set up in the first few minutes before we start, but then the last stream and this stream, it wouldn't let me go live until I reset and sign back in, and then it popped back up this time. So it's doing the same thing today. Who knows? There's our bounty, our poll. Got the guessing game. Let's do this. Let's pull up my screen so you guys can see who's available in both those items. I think I'm caught up. Full, one away, full, 4 away. Okay, I'll give people a little bit to roll in here. We are going to... Man, my phone's about to die. What is happening? What is happening? We've got Pucks going first, most likely, then our Funko. Maybe we'll do Funko first, and then Pucks. We'll do that, so we just do back-to-back hockey. Funko first. We'll just go in order here. Pucks, East Coast, Radke, Big L's, and then some light fills. Big L's, Radke, and some licensed Big L's jerseys. Let me just get caught up on a few things here and check to see if anything else got claimed that I missed. On Facebook. Welcome in, everyone. I'm going to unpin the playoff challenge because that was unsuccessful. I thought for sure we'd be able to get that one full. There's some $600 jerseys for the winner, but plus another tier, plus a puck for everyone, but it just didn't move, so we canceled that one. No big deal. Sometimes those games make it funner, more fun to watch the playoffs, but sometimes they're a little more work too. I like it. Woodson, Peppers, Dawkins, Lewis, Sapp, all great players. Remember, I don't have it pulled up, but 2000s all-decade team defensive side, so first or second team on the defensive side, either one works. Let's check Big L's real quick here to make sure. Yeah, so let's type Final Four live. Okay, so let's try to get hockey closed so we can get the randoms going. There'll be 4 solos, 2 or 4, depending on if we have 1 or 2 claims here live. at 16 apiece. We have Wednesday. New series is on the way. It looks like we're going for a couple Wayne Gretzky's for some communities, which is great. We've had 2 shots at Wayne. We've missed both times. A double Wayne, I really hope we'll get one. So those will be the only 2 locked, I believe. Should be a fun series. But anyways, we're down to our last 4. 2 going tonight, and then 2 Wednesday. I think Wednesday will be 34 per spot. We'll be down to just 17 claims. But I'll look at that when we get there. I'll read off some names. Anywhere from 1 to 3 claims. We'll close this here. Players that are still available to shorter list now. Adrian Kempe, Alexander Barkov, Andrei Svechnikov, Andrew Mangiapane. I know not everyone's here yet, but if we can get it closed, great. Brett Hull Red Wings, Brett Hull Stars, Cam York Flyers, Claude Giroux, Senators, Felix Potvin Maple Leafs, Philip Forsberg Predators, Gabriel Velarde Jets, Grant Fuhr Oilers, Jared McCann Kraken, Karel Marchenko Blue Jackets, Matt Coronado Flames, Mike Matheson Canadiens, Nick Paul Lightning, Nikita Zadorov Flames, Philip Kershev Blackhawks, Peter Kochetkov is which one of them? Hurricanes. Thomas Chabot Senators, Trent Frederick Oilers, and Trevor Linden Canucks. So some great names there. Anywhere from 1 to 3 will close this. I'll give it a second just to see what happens. Steve, if you're here, which I think I saw you were here, you are. You landed the dreaded or opposite of dreaded, I guess, depending on if you'd rather have a free spot. So $3 less on your claim, so $9 instead of $12. Next week I'll probably do $2-3 off spots instead of 19 claims. We seem to have enough interest to close it with 20 claims, so we'll see. More claims the better, I guess. Closed in pucks, and then 1 left in East Coast. So we'll hang out here for a second. We'll roll those randoms. We'll get some poll votes going. We tied on Wednesday, so you guys are back going for the full size again. Skinny Batman, why did I forget his name? Devonta Smith is one of the bounty options again today, along with Sammy Sosa, Kekkonen, and Darrell Rivas, Hester, Theismann. All those items. So we'll hang out here for a second. 1 left in hockey. We'll close this. My squeaky chair finally bit the dust. I leaned too far back and snapped it. So I'm sitting in my little chair for today, and I think I've got a new one coming. I'll put it together. It was like, I don't even know, 10 years with that chair. It was time. Old school Dick Fuhr, you got it. So, Dylan, I've got you with Grant Fuhr. Let's mark you down here. Okay, it's been open long enough. If anybody else wants to claim a player that's still left, you're welcome to. If not, I'm going to run randoms here in 30 seconds. Anywhere from 0 to 2 to close this. We are closed enough, but if we want 0 randoms, if anyone's watching and wants this full spot, you're welcome to take one. Otherwise, we'll get 4 solos at 16 a spot. I need to get a drink going here in a second. Long day yesterday, long day today. Okay, let's run some randoms. Just wanted to make sure I didn't cut anyone off. So, like that. See, I almost cut Larry off. Larry, I've got you with the Stars. Sorry, whole Stars. Not all the Stars, but whole Stars. I like that jersey too, Larry. It's the alternate. Their newer one that I was talking about. Get rid of that. So should have 21 here and 19 here. So 2 solos now at 16 apiece. We'll close this. Let me run the randoms and then first come, first served on those. I put my earpiece in and never hit play. 1 second. There's 1 run. Let me do the next. It's a bad time to switch it, but any more seconds of just listening to myself talk and I'll lose my mind. Okay, there's 1. There's 2, there's 3, there's 4, 5, 6, and 7. McCann on top. Sorry, York and Barkov are our solos. Barkov's been a solo every week, I swear, which he should be a claimed name. He could be a claimed name. McCann on top, Barkov on bottom. We'll put these over here. Put these over here. Okay, these are $16 solos. Cam York and Barkov. Both great names there. Jason Barkov, you got it. Cam York, our final name, Flyers Fanatics Premium. They're in the playoffs, and they won Game 1 against Pittsburgh on the road. I think that'll be a hard series for them, though. Okay, we'll come back to this and get York filled up. We're full on everything except for Big Al's. If you're jumping in, we've got a 4-boxer ready to go. We'll probably do a 3-boxer, maybe a 2-boxer, depending on who's live. This one took a little bit to fill up, but we're getting there. So maybe you pick one random one 2-boxer. If everyone prefers to pick your team like we do, I'll go for that. But I don't want to make everyone wait forever on that. So teams that are left still in the 4-boxer, we have Atlanta left, Jacksonville, New Orleans, and the New York Giants. Those close us in the 4-boxer. That's coming up in our 5th break. Let's start with Funkos, guys. Welcome in. Hopefully you guys are having a good Monday. We'll roll through these and do some lives after we do the pre-fills. So, Chris, you've got Fox, Chase, Hull, Henderson, Jordan, Robinson, Raines, and Sheen. These were all posted to the Facebook page. I'm still going to read them. Jonathan R., you had Cheech, Marine, Undertaker, Stone Cold, Steve Austin, Mike Tyson. Jeez, all 3 boxer / wrestler. Tom, you had Cena, Booker, Diesel, Faustino. I guess there's a lot of wrestlers in these. Chris G., Judge, Demerit, Bryce Dallas Howard, Ray Lewis, Steve, Wemby, the $3 off spot, in case you didn't hear me, Terry Bradshaw, Jordan Love, Brian Lehman, Wilkins, X-Pac, Thomason, Nicholas, Ripley, Jason Kidd, Hertz, Lambert, Rodman, Kelsey, Singletary, and Yordan Alvarez, who we added to the license series this week. Vlad, you've got Marino, Magic, Vlad Guerrero Jr. Hey, maybe that's a sign. Jonathan Taylor. What's up, Daryl? How you doing, man? Chad, Bedard, DDP, Bliss, Howard, Rhodes. By the way, I know who Cody Rhodes is now. I saw a thing about him. Bleached hair, big dude. Lawrence Taylor, Dominic Mysterio, Flavor Flav. Brad W., you have Sanders. That is Barry Sanders. I think Deion Sanders is in this too, so I should start putting a B if I... Yeah. Oh, you got them both. That's funny. Sanders, Blair, Sanders, and Stratus. I was looking for him. He's on your line, so no confusion there. Chris D., you have Bird, McIntyre, Tomlinson, The Miz, De La Cruz, Gervin, Hill, and Vega. Scorching, you have Josh Allen, Rob Van Dam, Post Malone, Mark Hamill. Dwayne, Chevy Chase, DK Metcalf, Allen Iverson, Jim Kelly, Larry V. You have Seagal, Belair, Behringer, and Barry. And Brad W. closes with Moon, Finn Balor, Io Sky, and Julius Irving. Tomlinson in the bag. I like it. We got a few poll guesses that are neck and neck. AFC Northwest and NFC East South. AFC East South not far behind. No love for the NFC North. Mangiapane and Coronado available for sale or trade. Any player in East Coast. If anybody wants to make an offer for Mangiapane on the Oilers alternate or Matt Coronado, there it is, on the Flames Adidas, let him know. He'll trade you Mangiapane or Coronado. Mangiapane used to be a Flame too. JJ Watt in the bag. Got it. Okay, let's roll with our Funko first. We'll do our pucks next. We'll do East Coast after that. Just Cam York available. Racky 4th and Big Al's 5th. I'll remind that you have those up for trade, Daryl, and East Coast when we get there. Well, let's get rolling. We're down to how many? 4 left? Oh, 5. We just probably did our first one. 1, we're missing 2. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anything but a 2 works here. Yeah. Where's my dice? Buy Mangi. If you want, do you want to sell it, Daryl? You just looking to trade? And then Dylan says Linden from the Canucks for Mangiapane is a trade offer as well. So you got to trade, or if you want to sell, it's an option too. We'll let him know. I don't know if you're just looking to trade. Okay, anything but a 2, I said, right? So naturally, we will get a, there we go, 5. Trying to get ahead of it. 5. He has to buy first. That's fine. Okay, you want to sell? Let's do this. Let me make a note now before I forget. So, Jason, I've got you with Mangiapane on the Oilers alternate Fanatics Premium. I'm going to do yellow. So essentially buying a full spot, Jason, between Barkov and Mangiapane. And Daryl, I'm going to go make a note now before I forget. I know I say forget all the time, but it's true. Okay, let's do that. Got you on the sell. Okay. Daryl still has Matt Coronado up for the Flames for trade. Okay, let's roll with box 5, I said, right? Losing track of where I am. I don't know what I'm doing. 5. I swear I was saying something and I forgot what I was saying. Well, hopefully it eventually comes back to me. I'll tell you guys my story of how I hit my son with a baseball in the outfield yesterday, playing a little neighborhood family pickup baseball game. He's got a welt in his gut. Playing adults versus kids. I sent a dinger right at him. He tried to catch it. Knocked him on the ground. Had to pause play for a while. Was not aiming for him. In fact, I can't aim where I'm hitting. Still got some power, but somehow managed to find my son out of all the little kids. There's like 15 of them out there. Okay, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Funko number 2 from this case. Are we going sports or no sports? 3, 2, 1. We're going sports. And is that a pictured headliner? No, but it's a great hit. We've got them in my series as well. I appreciate that the majority of these have been clean new cases on the Funkos too. From newer signings, I'm assuming. Great hit. Elly De La Cruz, and I'm pretty sure he was claimed. Let me find it on the list. Yeah, Chris D. Chris claiming Elly and hitting Elly. Funko number 118 should be Beckett. Next to Gunnar, Ronald, Acuna, Corbin, Machado, Corey Seager. I like seeing who's in the lineup by him. Great hit, Elly De La Cruz. I saw him recently. I must have seen a highlight or something from like a fight, and those guys weren't fighting, but he's actually a pretty big dude. He's kind of tall, isn't he? I'll eventually get to watching. Yeah, I like claimed hits. I love it. For the most part, everyone has a claim, so it's nice to have a person hit their claim. Great hit. Eventually, I'll start watching some baseball and get into it like I should, but he's 6'7"? Is he really? I thought maybe he was just standing next to, wow, 200 pounds, 6'6" or 6'7". He's a big dude. Okay. Taller than me by a few inches. That's crazy. Good for him. Okay. So I wasn't just seeing things. 6'6", 6'7". That's a big baseball player. How tall is Aaron Judge? Daryl, I was just talking about it probably before you signed on. Two Wainers. Let me see here. Yeah, 6'7". I know my kids think that's hilarious. We're going to move on to pucks, but yes, I did see. I got the list here. So we have a chance at 2 Gretzky's that'll be locked. Oilers, Mitchell and Ness, which is nice. And then one that I've been chasing for a long time. Hopefully I'll get it at some point. But the Burger King, Mitchell and Ness for the Kings. Great design. Both of those will be locked as community. So I got to hope we're going to hit one of those. We've missed Wayne on the last 2 tries. What's 6'1", 61? I don't know what you're saying. 61, 67, 6'7", 6'6". He's a big dude. I think there's 65 names instead of 60 on this next list. 9 headliners. We got Larkin back on the alternate, which is great. Vassy, Gordie Howe's there, always a great hit. Sundin's there again, which is great. Waugh and Forsberg. Canadian for Waugh instead of Avalanche, but Forsberg for the Avalanche. Jarvis on Team Canada, those cool dark red ones also. I think there was another Team Canada. Sam Bennett, Team Canada, those are cool. Bunch of fun in this next one. The saying is 61 now, not 67 now. Really? Yeah, do it, Daryl. Let me know what you find. It'll probably end up in your series. It should be a fun series. I'm excited for it. We got 4 more here. We'll get to them. We'll get to 2 today, and we'll get there. But I did see 2 Waynes, so that's cool. On the hockey front, we tried 3 stars. I think if we did pucks again soon, I'd probably try to go back to the Frozen Dozen or maybe some with a little bit more than this. It's a weird value hill when you're trying to get value per puck and still not pay a ton per spot. So we may try a dozen the next time, but we're going to do this 3 stars. Try it out. 5-year-old keeps you updated. I've not heard the 6-1 thing. Maybe I will at some point. Okay, in the pucks. Joseph, you have Los Angeles, Seattle, Colorado, Carolina. Jeff H., you've got Washington and Anaheim. The only locked player we had on this was Gretzky. So if we hit Gretzky, it's a community hit. Usually across the board, like I've said, Gretzky, Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, whoever I'm missing, are locked community hits in general. Tom Brady. Dwayne, you've got the Utah. I know you claimed Utah. You get Arizona with them. New York Islanders. Brian, Edmonton, Philadelphia. Ty, you've got San Jose, St. Louis. Sean, Tampa, Vancouver. Brian W., Pittsburgh and Montreal. Scott, you have Minnesota, Jersey, Florida, Winnipeg, Ottawa, Nashville, Columbus, Dallas. Scorching, you have Chicago, Calgary. Larry K., you have the Rangers and Vegas Golden Knights. Jason T., you have Boston and Detroit. And Kevin, you've got Toronto and Buffalo. That's where we're at. So coming up next will be Jersey. Still Cam York available. A couple trades still out there too. Let's do our 3 stars puck. I've not done one of these. We've done solos, gamer solos, regular solos, frozen dozens, frozen ponds. 3 stars is what we're going to try here. Series 1. This should be fun. 3 hockey pucks. I don't really know how they pack these, so I'll probably turn around backwards so we don't spoil the fun all at once. Hoping for a headliner. There's some fun headliners in these. Okay. We'll close the poll after the East Coast jerseys. Was that in there upside down? Guess it was. There's our Silcut. Okay, I'm going to open it this way just to see if they're individually covered, or I guess I could have done some. How is it not opening? It wasn't upside down. It opens like this. Okay, now I know. I think they packed that incorrectly, though. That's kind of cool. They're separated in there. So what I'll do is we'll just pull one out at a time. I'll do the middle one last. I didn't really see who they were. I saw one team, which is the one I'm pulling out first. They're in like protective cases, so maybe I'll just. Yeah, I wonder, Daryl. These are in here nice and tight. Maybe I can get to it by opening the bottom. There we go. I don't like this. This is weird packaging. Safe. I'm going to take the whole thing. I'll show you guys. Here's puck 1. It's a good way to keep them safe. They came in this, so that's only going to work if I can ship all 3 to one person, but maybe we'll use them as a 2-parter. Put the lids back on. There we go. Okay, here's puck 1, East Coast, which we're about to open. East Coast sells a D, David Adams as well, so starting off with an East Coast puck. That might be a solution, too, is that we buy straight from East Coast for some puck breaks. Maybe get them a little cheaper, too. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Anaheim. The Ducks starting off, and I'm pretty sure that's Corey Perry. Looks like CP. Should be a label, and there is Corey Perry. Corey Perry is on what team now? Is he on Edmonton still, or did he? No, he's somewhere else. Corey Perry. Where is Perry? I feel like I should know this. He's on like a team that is decent right now. Tampa, that's right. I should know that. Tampa. Some crazy games yesterday. The Buffalo-Boston game was crazy. I'll tell you, I thought we had it up until I don't know how much time left, and then the wheels kind of fell off for the Mammoth. That's a great hit. Corey Perry going to the Anaheim Ducks. Let me see who has Anaheim. I don't think Anaheim was claimed. They were not. It's the second random going to Jeff H. Lost to the good guys yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, Tampa lost to the good guys, right, Daryl? I was rooting for Montreal. I kind of have who I'm rooting for in each series. Slavkovsky with a nice hat trick. That was fun to watch. Jeff H. Nice hit. Corey Perry on the Anaheim Ducks. Beautiful puck there, too. Nice signature. East Coast. Congrats. I'll go to the left side now since I can. Look at that. East Coast again. Tampa has to stop taking stupid penalties. Dumb move by Gensel at the end of the third. That one was bad. That was stupid. He tried to like baseball bat his neck off. I know he was trying to do that, but I don't dislike Tampa. I really like Andre Vasilevsky. I don't really particularly like Brandon Hagel or Jake Gensel. I don't mind Gensel, I guess. I don't really like Nick Paul. I think because I've seen them so many times in person in Utah, like 3 or 4 games now, I have a little hatred for him, even though I shouldn't. I like Vasi, though. Okay, puck number 2. 3, 2, 1. Oilers, Edmonton. I know that signature, but I can't think of who it is. 53. You guys are going to tell me this isn't Moog or who is that? 53. Al, I'm going to need a sexy Dexy Bengals win this next. Who's sexy Dexy? I feel like I should know who that is. Not Moog. I know this signature. Who is it? I'll look here in a second, but I was hoping you guys would tell me. Who is sexy Dexy? I swear I heard that the other day too, and I'm not thinking of who. Oh, Dexter Lawrence. That's right. You guys just picked him up this like 2 days ago or yesterday. Oilers hitting here, and that is, Isaac Howard. That's why we know that. We pulled that in the series not long ago in East Coast. Younger player, I believe. Isaac Howard. Nice hit. Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton was claimed by Brian. Spot 5. Brian, congrats. Right? Yeah. Nice hit. Isaac Howard. Brian, congrats. Classic logo there for the Oilers, both East Coast. We're going to go 3 for 3 East Coast. Rookie this year, so I was right. He's not, he is young. Okay, puck 3. Kojo. Whenever we buy the dozen, there's usually a row of Kojo, a row of East Coast, a couple David Adams, maybe Fanatics, but looks like they split them up in these two. So Kojo here for our final puck. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. Kings Reverse Retro. This looks like it might be the Reverse Retro 2.0. For all I can tell. I feel like it looks similar to one I should know, but I don't know it. Rob Blake. That looks like you are correct, Rob Blake. I just saw he was in, I don't really know a lot about Rob Blake, but he's in the next East Coast series. No, he's not. Someone Blake is in there. Jackson Blake. Sorry, ignore me. I saw Blake. That's cool. LA Kings Reverse Retro Rob Blake. I will pull this one out safely so you can see the back because Reverse Retros are awesome pucks. You got the new style LA Kings there on the back. You got the purple and yellow or purple and gold on the front. That's a beautiful puck. Nice tight case too so it doesn't move around. Looks like purple ink. It might be dark blue or light blue, but that's nice. Rob Blake Kings. That is our triple boxer. I know we're used to doing a dozen. Where's LA? Oh, LA is the first spot. That's right. I was talking to Joseph. He said, is he locked? I said, he is. He goes, that's all right. I'll keep him. I said, never a bad team to keep. Kings always have a ton of good young guys and older guys from products. So, Joseph, congrats. Nice hit. Rob Blake on the Reverse Retro puck. Beautiful. I don't know if I'll use this to ship just one puck to somebody, but maybe I will. They're going to 3 different people, so he might be the GM in LA now. Great team, 90s released. I know the name. I don't know a lot about him. I'm still learning. I will get there. Maybe I'll save this for in the future. If we do a dozen and someone hits 3, I'll use this to ship it out to someone. That's nice casing. So all from defense, mostly LA, but Colorado too. That's cool. That's a new name for me, I think. Maybe we pulled him, but it's been a while since we've done pucks. Well, that's some fun stuff. We got Corey Perry, veteran. We got retired Rob Blake. I believe he's retired, right? If he's coaching. And then youngster Isaac Howard. Oilers, Ducks, and Kings. playoff. All a part of that great Pacific division. Hat trick boxes are fun too, Jeff. We could try that. There's a lot of good products. The problem with a lot of them now compared to when we used to run them is they just keep going up in price. And I'm kind of stuck in the old age of my pricing. I haven't really raised a ton of pricing on a lot of stuff. I have had to on the pucks, and I probably will if we do more of that. But I hate getting a product that I know feels like it's overpriced just because I have to. So that's why we stopped doing pucks for a while. But we can keep trying, that's for sure. Great hits. Congrats, guys. We'll leave them over here because why not? All right. Well, let's keep it rolling with East Coast hockey jerseys, and then we'll get to our football portion of the night. Daryl earlier said he has Matt Coronado up for trade for anybody. If anybody wants to trade for Matt Coronado on the Flames Adidas, each series we get from East Coast has a little bit fewer Adidas than the one before. You can see on this new series, I mean, there's Adidas sprinkled in there, but the new licensed product for the NHL is Fanatics Premiums. And they are very good compared to Adidas. I think they're about the same quality. Some like Adidas better. I think they're neck and neck. I think they only get better, and there's some fun alternates coming out with those too. Anyways, Adidas you'll see less and less. So he's got Coronado up for trade, and then Cam York is our final solo. I'm going to drop him down to 14 now just because we're there. I'm going to read off the names. Who has who? We'll get 2 of the remaining 4. That'll leave us the last 2 for Wednesday. New series is on the way, arriving this week at some point, so we'll be ready to roll with that on Monday. I'll try to post a picture of this in the list of names, some that are back, some that have left. Dominic Hasek's back. Gauthier, who's new, is still on there. Wolf's back on or still on. Belfour's back. That's a cool one. Gino Ojic. New Dostal's still on there. I think we already had in the series. Martin St. Louis, who was coaching the Canadians, beating his old team. I didn't think about that until I watched it yesterday. Anyways, I'll post that so you guys can look through and look at some targets. Chad, you have Bedard and McCann. Jeff H. Howe and Svechnikov. Daryl, you have Gauthier and Potvin. Jonathan R. Fleury and Brett Hull Red Wings. Larry V., you have Geeky and Nick Paul. Daryl, you have Kovalev and just Kovalev. You sold Mangiapane to Jason. Jonathan R., you have Omar, Shabbat, Esposito, and Frederick. Jeff H., you have Chelios and Kurashev. Brian, Gunther, Giroux, Yossi, and Kochetkov. Louis B., you had Boley and Marchenko. Brian W., Hayduk, and Forsberg. Philip Forsberg. Nick, Vasilevsky, and Matheson. Larry K., you have Wolf and Zadorov. Dylan, you have Seguin and Kempe. Daryl, you have Vachon and Coronado. Dylan, Fuhr, and Linden. And Larry V., you've got Holstars and Velarde Jets. Cam York is our final solo for 14. We'll roll when that gets claimed. Barkov got claimed by Jason T. These are our last 4. Let's get 2 boxes, and we'll get rolling. And Daryl will snag York at 14. Gotcha, Daryl. I'll put an asterisk so I know it's cheaper. Let's go over here. Let's paste our box numbers. Okay, 1730, 40, 59, 1730, 40, 59. This was just the generic hit parade thing. If they should put a longer one on those, because then I could have just kept them in there, but it would show the other one. 7 times to get our top 2 boxes. That'll decide the boxes we open on Wednesday as well. 4, 5, 6, and 7. 17 and 40. First and third. As you claimed, Philly scored against the Pens. Oh, wow. I forgot the game's already started today. Wednesdays and Mondays are weird for me. It feels like it's like 2 p.m. and it's already 6:30, 8:30 Eastern. 17 and 40. I want to watch Wild Stars start in like an hour, right? And then the first game for Edmonton and Anaheim starts later. So I'll watch those while I'm finishing up. Those are fun. 1740. Let's grab these. Let's close that. Let's get rid of the other 2. Come on, claimed hits, both of them. I'm not going to say pictured headliners or community hits. I'm going to say 2 claims. Come on. I'm going to put these away really quick, guys. Grabbing a drink. Pineapple today. Yuck. Yeah, I'm having a hard time with that one, Dylan, because before Utah came around, I was kind of a bandwagon. I was going to jump on the Oilers because I needed to pick a team to feel like I belonged. I love Draisaitl. I don't mind McDavid. There's a lot of other guys I like. But Anaheim has got a fun young team just like Utah, so I kind of root for them too. I'm not supposed to say that because if we play each other, they kind of hate each other too. But right now, I hate Vegas. Don't like them. Okay, 17 and 40. I'm going to double check. It was 17-40. If you're just jumping in, guys, we have 2 games going. How dare you? I don't have 2 claim players. You did claim Barkov. That is a claim as a solo. I count those as claims. So no Mangiapane, but Barkov, sure. I count those as claims, those solos. Barkov should be claimed every series anyways. He's underrated. Okay, 17 and 40. Let's roll. Good luck, all. Okay, fine. Just give me 1 claim. 1 claim and 1 McDavid. How about that? Can we all vote for that? And then next series, we all get to sit around and I'll say wait for the Gretzky because instead of saying if, I'm going to say we're going to get one. I sure hope, man. I'd love to get one of you guys a Gretzky. Okay, here we go. Box number 1. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I was saying the games. Hold on. We'll talk about that. Khalil Mack. I just bought a Khalil Mack jersey, so it's on my mind. 52. It looks, but that's black. That's not blue. This looks like, I don't want to say it's the alternate. Maybe it's the 3rd jersey for the Hurricanes. But I could also be wrong. I know I've seen that signature before. I don't know which one it is. I don't know who this one is. 52, small little, looks like JA, but I don't think there's any J's, so it's probably not even a J. It's the cool one with the hurricane warning flag, I think. 3, 2, 1. It is Peter Kochetkov. You guys taught me that's what that little flag is, right? It's a hurricane warning flag. Or put those on the beach on the East Coast, maybe. East Coast is a whole different world for me. I've been stuck over here in the West my whole life, so love the way these jerseys look, and that is Kochetkov. These ones are nice. They got the black hurricane logo and the black other. I don't know if that's the state, North Carolina. I don't know. Kochetkov, beautiful. There's your hurricane warning, something like that. Fanatics Premium, beautiful. Fight strap under here. Sorry, I keep going into it and then I forget. If you're just joining now, you got 2 guessing games. One's a bounty that's in the comments. The other one is guessing a defensive player on the all 2000s decade team. Could be first or second team. I have one of those guys in the gold bag. If you guess who it is, you get some credit to use tonight. Who had Kochetkov? I like that all too. I agree. Kochetkov was not claimed, so I said 1 claim, 1 McDavid. We'll sub it for 1 claim, 1 random. There it is. That's on the Roman Josi claim for Brian W. Kochetkov Hurricanes Fanatics Premium. I would be interested in trading for that jersey if willing. Yeah. See if Brian's willing to trade. I'm not sure if Brian's here or not. Don't know if I've seen his guesses or anything. I'm not sure. If not, remind me, James, or you can message him. Brian Williams, or maybe he's here too. He can answer you. Okay. I jinxed this by saying 2 claims, but that is a nice looking jersey. Kochetkov, he's a goalie. I'm probably butchering his name. It's got to be something close to that. Love those ones. We've got that style jersey for Sebastian Aho in the series too, I believe. In Big Al series. Love them. Okay, box 40. Is he a goalie? If so, we're still on our goalie streak. I think he's a goalie. That's 5 straight goalies, right? If he's a goalie. He is. Isn't that 5 straight goalies? Can we go 6 straight? Are there any claim goalies so we can hit both the claim and the goalie? Yeah, there are. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Sure, Sean and Bessie. That's not the right type of numbers for either of those players. We know that. We know that type of numbering. That goes for the Columbus Blue Jackets, correct? Now, the signature's throwing me off on this one. This must be the one that I don't think it is. It must not be the one that I thought it was. Or it's him, and I'm just not familiar with his signature. Remember, I threw one of you off the other day, and I thought it was him again, maybe not. Columbus. Let's see what we got here. Who is the Eagles home right behind us? Devonta Smith. That's thrown into the bounty today because you guys tied on Wednesday, so a chance for a full size today. 3, 2, 1. It is Marchenko. That's who I thought it was, but that does not look like a K. Looks like a C. No judgment. I can't sign worth crap either, but East Coast. Great hit. Kirill Marchenko. That should be a Fanatics Premium. 2 randoms, but 2 strong randoms. I like them. Let me see who has Marchenko. Well, I'll look first, and then I'll pull it up. Kirill Marchenko. Blue Jackets. Isn't there another Blue Jacket out there? Maybe we hit them all. Maybe that's the last one. So, why can't I? There it is. On the Boldy claim, Louis Charles hitting Kirill Marchenko. Not a goalie. Yeah, I knew that one. I knew Marchenko wasn't a goalie. 5 straight. That's all I can ask for. It was a good run. It's like Kramer trying to make it on the freeway with the gas without running out. We did pretty good. Even though no one else cares to get 5 straight goalies, I just thought it was cool. Great hit here. Great player for the Columbus Blue Jackets. I think they'll have a good future. They should have or could have made the playoffs this year. A little tougher in the East than it is in the West. Kirill Marchenko, I like it too. Nice classic Blue Jackets logo. There's a few Blue Jacket fans in the group too. Marchenko going to Louis. Louis, congrats. Nice hit. Since neither of those were claimed, you guys can always try to take advantage of the trade corner. They're posted somewhere, or I've got a list on the Facebook page or on the thing here. If you want to talk trade, you can always ask me. Congrats, you two. Brian hitting Kochetkov and Louis hitting Kirill Marchenko. Not our first Marchenko, but probably our second. I've hit him a while back in another room, and I've got him in my PC, the same jersey. Unless it's the white one, I forget. And actually, mine's probably Adidas because it was a while ago. Don't know why I sewed that back up, but I did. We got to go 2 for 2 on claims on Wednesday, right? Maybe a community in there. 2 boxes left. I'm hoping for the best on those 2. All right. It is time to go to football, guys. Let's pull this up here. And let's look where we're at. Okay, we are full on Radke. This is box 3 of 12. We're about to open not the box number 3, but our 3rd box out of 12. So we just started that on Wednesday. 2 great hits, but not headliners yet. So I think we've got a fun back end of the case here. Hard to say with only 2 open, but we'll go this first. We'll do Big Al's full size next. We have Atlanta, Jacksonville, New Orleans, and the Giants available for 43 per. After that, depending on how many people are here, we're either going to run a 3-boxer, pick your team, like we always do, or we will run a 2-boxer, pick one random one. If you guys have a preference, you can let me know. I don't really care. If we run a 2, we may try to run another 2 to do a couple more, or we'll call it good with just 5, 6 talents tonight. We will see. Dave taking the Giants. Thanks, Dave. New Orleans, Jacksonville, and Atlanta are our last 3 left there. But let's roll with whatever word I'm trying to say. Radke first. Okay, and Radke. Greg, I've got you at the Rams and the Jets. Bill S., Detroit and Cincy. Jonathan R., Denver, Jacksonville. Bill S., Dallas, Chicago. Tim, you have San Fran. Elliot, you bought Atlanta. I did ask Tim and Jason. I don't know if you guys responded on Facebook. If you're here, let me know. if you wanted to sell Houston or Baltimore. I do have. Yeah, see, everyone's sad that I canceled the hockey thing, but it wasn't going. I'm sorry, guys. I'd hate to give you a team that's 0-3. I mean, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't want to get that, but Houston available. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, I didn't see anyone respond there. So Houston and Baltimore. Jason, let me know if Baltimore's for sale or not. Tim, you have San Fran, Elliott, you bought Atlanta. Jonathan R, Philly, and Tampa. Tim, you have Pittsburgh, Houston. Houston's up for $18. Jason's going to keep Baltimore. Okay. Brad, Indy, Tennessee. Brian, you have Miami, Vegas. David L, Carolina, Washington. Brad, Kansas City, New Orleans. Brian W, Chargers, and Cleveland. David L, you have New England and Arizona. Buffalo and Seattle. Jason T, you have Minnesota, Baltimore. Jim, you have the Giants and Green Bay. Straight hand in the bag. Keep the guesses coming. Let's get a box number, even though I have 0 types here. What did we open the other day? 1, 2, 3 is gone. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is gone. So 3 and 12. That sound right? I think we opened 3 and 12. Whoops. Okay. Let's get these going here. Looking for the random.org. We'll get the box number before we open the box. We'll do the gold bag. We'll do the bounty, and then you guys can also guess a college team now. It is College Monday, so guess a college team that you think this box, whoever this player is, was drafted from. If you get that right, you move on. I have Brian E. written down, but I think you lost out last week, right, Brian? I think everyone's at 0 unless I forgot to write it down again. So guess a college team. If you get it right, you move on the next week. Free guessing game just for kicks and giggles. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're opening box 10. Guess a college team, please, if you'd like to have a chance. If you get it right 2 weeks in a row, you get 50 credit. Easy peasy. 3 in a row, you get a free helmet. Might as well try. I'm going to try as well. I don't think I've ever even got 2 in a row right, have I? Several of you guys have. I guess I don't guess every week, but okay, box 10. Let's get a 10. Box 10, box 10, box 10. Oh, yeah. It's over here. There's some, we'll have to wait till we get one. But there's some interesting boxes that have a letter on the back of them. I don't know what it means. We'll see. I don't think it has anything to do with anything. I think it's just packaging habit. Okay, I'm going to close this. Keep your college guesses coming in. Poll is far enough away that I can close it. You guys are going AFC North, AFC West, it appears, by 6%. So I'm going to highlight that for you in green. AFC North, AFC West. This is a player, defensive player on the first or second all 2000s decade team. I believe I saw at least one right, guess. But I'll scroll back through again if I need to. Good luck, all. 3, 2, 1. We got a Bears Lunar. I went into the other room, the reserves room, for future Big Al's helmets. And I picked this one out maybe as a way to try to give them some luck to have them hit finally this series. Bears are the only one that still have not hit, I think. Unless we finally hit one, I just forgot. Bears, you can see it's Schwartz certified. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's kind of a little bit of one that you guys could have guessed if you think I was favoring him. I love Julius Peppers. Played for the Packers as well. And the Panthers. I think I have a helmet of him on all 3 teams in the PC, but that's J. Peppers. Pretty sure I saw Obi get it right. Let's scroll back up here. Yeah, it was a second guess. Obi. Excuse me. Peppers for Obi. There was a lot of Ray Lewis, a lot of Michael Strahan. All good guesses. Let me scroll through here. Sorry, I got something in my throat. It might just be you, Obi. Says, got it. I want that Peppers for my PC. Yeah, he'll be a bear hit. At this rate, I'm not going to have to add any Bears helmets to the next series. Hopefully we hit a few so we can throw them in there. But also don't assume that I don't already have them on a different style in there. I don't know for sure, to be honest with you. I could look right now, but I'm not going to do that. Obi, that's what I was going to write down. Panthers authentic, but not a Bears. Yeah, I feel like Peppers is a guy you can easily have on all three teams in the PC and be content if you so desire. Obi got you down for 10. Congrats. Nice guess. You guessed it second of all. Remember, Bounty is including the Devonta Smith again. We have not hit it yet. Guesses are done. Obi, you move on. Poll is done. You guys are hoping for AFC Northwest. If you're not going to hit your team, you're going to hope that one of those hits so you guys can have a chance at the Bounty. And then college guesses, last chance to guess a college team that you think this player was drafted from. If you get it right, you move on the next week. Who am I thinking of? I'm thinking blue. Blue college team. And then basketball teams come to mind. Duke, Kentucky, no. BYU, no. Who's a blue team? Blue. Boise State, no. I picked the wrong team. Florida's got blue. I guess I'm going to have to go Florida. But I just saw Thomas say Florida too. Wyatt had Florida. Couple Florida guesses. I'm going to ride with you guys. Florida. I saw blue. I can't think of another blue team, though. I'm not going to guess Kentucky. Only a few of those guys. Okay, good luck, all. Read the teams off. See where we go with our first football item of the night. See if anybody can get some credit to use tonight. I guess someone would earn credit from that. Obi already earned some, but no one's going for two tonight. Everyone's trying to get to one. Why am I having such a hard time thinking of powerhouse blue college teams? Ole Miss, I guess I could have done too, like a light blue. I know I'm missing a few. I'm gonna go this way to open easier. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah, I should have said, I was thinking yellow for Michigan. They got just as much blue. I should have said Michigan. I went with Florida, though. We got a Chiefs Classic here. Why does it seem like the most classics we get are Chiefs and AFC West teams? No, I know. I got you. I know you're trying to help me come up with the blue team that I was thinking. Chiefs Classic Speed. You see? Charles in charge. So you're thinking Kelsey Mark and you're thinking Jamal Charles. Who had Kansas City? KC was a claim hit on spot 11 for Brad. Brad starting off with Radke. I think he started off with Radke on Wednesday too. Oh. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nice. That's a couple of him in the last few days. Different products, different third parties, but he's out there now. I do appreciate when a player goes to a new team and they sign fairly quickly instead of waiting for a long, long time. That is Kenneth Walker. That's cool. Classic speed for the Chiefs. Super Bowl MVP. It'd be interesting to see how he gets used there in Kansas City. Kenneth Walker was Michigan State. No? Uh-oh. Why do I think Michigan State? Am I completely off? No, he's Wake Forest and Michigan State. So I'm not clear off there. Yeah, he was drafted out of Michigan State. Well, that's a green team, so blue was not what I was thinking. Maybe I was thinking Seahawks blue. Did anybody have Michigan State? That's a big enough school, but if no one guessed Michigan State, I'm going to let you guys keep your guesses for the box number 2 since we're all at 0. Commuter school. I don't think anybody had Michigan State. So what we'll do is we'll keep your guesses for the second Racky box tonight. That's a great hit. Kenneth Walker going to Brad. Brad, congrats. New ink, fresh ink, as they say. I don't like saying that, but you get the idea. You guys are starting AFC West, which is the division you guys claimed. Starting off right. Way to go, fellas. Okay, let's move on to Big Al's. We'll do a live fill Big Al's after this, but we got 3 spots left still to fill this one up. We're waiting on Atlanta, Jacksonville, and New Orleans. I'm going to read off who has who. We'll roll the bingo balls, and we'll wait for those last 3 teams to get cleaned up. Brad, I've got you with the Arizona New York Jets combo. Atlanta is open. Yeah, so it played at BC State as well. Or no, sorry. Wake Forest and then Michigan State. Is Boston College a guess for you, John, for the next one we do? Since you didn't get to guess on the first one, is my guess. Baltimore, Kevin O, Bill B, Buffalo, Shannon, Carolina, Tennessee, Ty, you've got Chicago, Kyle, Cincy, Chad, Cleveland, Nick F, Dallas, Tim, Denver, Brad, Detroit, Vlad, Green Bay, Shannon, Houston, Brian W, you have Indy, Jacksonville is open, Zach, you have Kansas City, Larry K, you've got Las Vegas, Brian W, the Chargers, Greg, the Rams, Joseph, Miami, Zach B, Minnesota, Bill S, New England, New Orleans is open, David L, Giants, Bill S, Philly, OB, Pittsburgh, Tim K, San Francisco, AJ, Seattle, Bill B, Tampa, and Dustin, Washington. Perfect. Yes, I got you down for BC on the next one. All right, let's roll some bingo balls. Let's get these going here. And then we'll get those last 3 teams claimed up as well. We'll do a live fill. Still don't know if we're going to do a 3-box or pick one random one. Are there any extreme preferences, one over the other? I don't want the 3-boxer to take a long time to fill up, but we can definitely try it. Let me shake these up. I prefer pick your team 3-boxer, but we'll see what numbers look like. 4 helmets here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, first one is 3838. Next one is 10. Next one is 199. Sorry, I'm holding it above. 199. And last one is 200. 199 and 200. I like it. Okay, just 3 spots left to fill us here, guys. Atlanta, Jacksonville, and New Orleans. That's where we're at on those ones. We'll hang out here for a second. We'll do probably a 3-boxer, but if I change it, I'll tell you beforehand. Atlanta Saints, okay. Sorry. So just Jacksonville left, and then I'll grab some boxes. If I can type, that is. Okay, guys, I'm going to grab them. Just one spot left. I'll discount Jacksonville down to 39. Let me grab the boxes. We'll come back and we'll open these. 38, 10, 199, and 200. Oh, not my worst search. $38, 10, check. 29, 200, check. All right. We will do, let's try a 3-boxer, guys. If it takes a second to fill, that's okay. Dave, got you the Jags. I appreciate it. Good luck to you. That one's discounted spot as well. I'm going to copy the, I can close this. I read those off earlier. 3-box, pick one, pick your team, 32. All right, let's roll. Good luck, all. These are out of order, but. Okay, box 10 up first. Series 38, 0 Wonka. I'm going to hit these over. I'll keep them here, but let's. I want to see that reverse retro shining. 10, 38, 0 Wonka. See the team. I think we know who's on this based on the rarity of style. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Double open-sided bag. Just ripping it. That's fine. Philadelphia 4.0. STS 4.0, that is. Philly was Bill S. And that's an, I'm trying to stay on top of these. NFC East hitting there, so tied 1-1. Phil, let's see what you got here. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I swear just saw him in the news today. Is it the Patriots that are trying to round him up? Is that what I read? A.J. Brown. I know he's had his ups and downs. I really like him when he's not Henry on the sideline. I like what he talks about and stands up for and stuff. A.J. Brown, that's cool. Remember when we first started opening Gold Rush and stuff at my old house at the start, we had some A.J. Brown Titans stuff that came out frequently. That was fun to see one of those too. A.J., I know we have him in the dollar break too as on a rave, right? You may see him soon on a different team, though. Sounds like. I want to say it was the Pats, but I could be wrong. I was talking to him. Wasn't that a Super Bowl matchup recently? Eagles and Chiefs, or just 2 different years? Okay, congrats, Bill. Next box, 38, Series 38. What happens if we pull a number 38 on box 38 from Series 38? Is that like a free 3-boxer? I can't even think of a number 38 player. Who's a number 38? Tramon Williams. Was he 38? What was Tramon Williams? Al Harris was 31. Tramon Williams might have been 38. Any Packer fans confirm that for me? I've never seen a signed helmet from him, though. This one feels a little heavier. Oh, man, I feel like this one's been in the series forever. I remember putting this thing in. Mark Kelso for the 90s, Bill. Someone Google Tramon Williams for me. I swear he was number 38. Pick 6 on Matty Ice in the playoffs. Such a fun Super Bowl. 3, 2, 1, or I should say fun playoffs. We've got a Bills Lunar. Hey, maybe you're talking about the Bills. Imagine if it was Mark Kelso. Never even heard of that guy. That would be crazy coincidence. Okay, Buffalo. And you had Buffalo, Bill B. You were talking about Bills. You have the Bills, and you're hitting a Lunar Authentic for the Bills. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Every time, reverse the 38 and Reed. That would be we haven't seen much Andre Reed. Every time I pull out a Bills helmet and I say, oh, I love this guy. You guys always guess Dalton Kincaid because he was a Ute, and I love Dalton Kincaid. That's a great helmet. But we kept pulling other guys I like for the Bills. Bruce Smith, Josh Allen, whoever. But now it actually is Dalton Kincaid. Loved him on the Utes. Love him on Buffalo. Utah man am I. Go Utes! Even though we suck. Okay, Dalton Kincaid. Nice hit, Bill. Congrats. I don't know if you have a Kincaid yet. Lunar Authentic's a fun one to get. All right. 3 current players pulled so far, too. Walker, Brown, and Kincaid. I like it. Okay, 199. Series 38. 0 Wonka. 0, 0, 0 Wonka. No Wonka today so far. I always have to, well, wait a second here. Here we go. I do, but not in a Lunar Authentic. That's cool. I don't have a Kincaid. I need one. 3, 2, 1. We're seeing double. Double Kansas City. I know that helps your, I didn't mark out the last one, AFC East. So 1-1-1, but now it's 2-1-1-1. You're back on top. There's a card in there, but I don't think that's who the player is. I looked at it. Who has Kansas City? Kansas City was Zach. Zach B hitting the Chiefs. Zach, let's see what you got in this classic. 3, 2, 1. Chiefs are a team I got to just go quick because then all the. I will tell you this. I remember what helmet the player is you guys are hoping to see. I know what specialty he's on. He's not on a classic this series. He's on a specialty. I shouldn't tell you that, but I know everyone, as soon as you see Chiefs, you start thinking, we haven't hit him yet. This is him. This is the guy that keeps, he's a great player, but he keeps doing stuff off the field. Hopefully he can get that under control. That is Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice. Did someone guess him up above when we pulled the Kenneth Walker? JSA certified on this one. Nice classic speed for the Chiefs. It's the Chiefs kind of day. That has black ink. That one has white ink. Kind of like them both. Here's the card that was in there. It's not worthy. That's a cool worthy card. Okay, Zach, nice hit. One final box here. Good luck, all. We have AJ Brown, Kincaid, Rice. We'll do a recap and then post three boxer in the chat. See what this final box has to offer us. Look at that. 4 straight boxes with no Wonka. No change in Wonka so far. Still don't know. We'll find out together. Looks like a black bag from Fire Factory. Oh, by the way, guys, I asked them, and the idea is that on a run it's 25%. So on a purchase it's 25%. If we order 2 cases at a time, which I do, there's a chance that there could be 1-1, 2-1, 2-0. They said that if we want, we can at least try to have 1 per box, so it's not per run, per case. And I said that'd probably be better, but that's up to you guys. I liked that 4-boxer that had no gold, but I think we're probably hoping for gold. Anyways, it just reminded me because we got a black bag here. Okay, here we go. 4th and final helmet. Could be a chrome, but usually these are ones that I just keep on ones that come from the real autograph. So we'll see. 3, 2, 1. Not a chrome. I didn't think it was. Yeah, of course, Zach. Nice hit. Rashee Rice. I know who you're hoping for. I know who you guys are all claiming the Chiefs for. Trust me. It's a hit. Tennessee. JSA certified. 2 earpieces there. Let me see. That was Tony Gonzalez too. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't say who you're all hoping for. I'm sure there's plenty of people that claim the Chiefs for Travis Kelce. There's some that claim for Tony G, which I would too. Some of you might be looking for Kenneth Walker, Super Bowl MVP on the Chiefs. Carolina combo, Carolina, Tennessee, going to Shannon. Shannon, let's see what you got here. Nice. I know there's not a lot of previous Titans, but this is one of my all-time favorite Titans. I do like seeing him. None of those 4 were huge names, but I like all 4 of them. I always say that. But I love Javon Kearse, the Freak, one of the best nicknames out there, too. And that's a Florida guy, right, Bill? Go Gators, he says, yep. JSA certified Javon Kearse, the Freak for the Tennessee Titans, going to Shannon. Shannon, nice hit. Let's do a quick recap, and then we'll, yeah, I want a Kearse on a specialty, too. Even the white classic I would like as well. I like them all, but some players I'm a little picky on what style I want. Okay, AJ Brown, STS 4.0, Dalton Kincaid, Lunar Authentic for the Bills, Rashee Rice Classic, Javon Kearse Classic. Let's do a 3-boxer here. If we have to be patient for this one, we'll take our time here. AFC East, AFC South hitting there. Uh-oh, it's 2-2-1-0. We'll see if we can get this one filled up. A little slower in the pre-fill. I imagine that'll spill over into live fill here, so let's see where we're at here. Nick. Whoops, I'm not showing my screen. Not showing my screen. Now I am. Nick, I have you on Dallas. Jason on the Kansas City Chiefs. Kyle on the Cincinnati Bengals. Looking for the sexy Dexy. He's a big boy too, isn't he? I always get DeMarcus Lawrence and Dexter Lawrence mixed up in my brain, even though they're nothing alike. DeMarcus Lawrence was Boise State. Dexter Lawrence was where? LSU? No. I can't remember. Greg, got you on the Rams. Chicago, going to Jonathan. Cleveland, going to Bill B. Chicago, just gone, Dave. Cincy, just gone. Chicago gone. Sorry, guys. Dustin, taking Denver. Dallas is gone. Minnesota going to Zach. I did reload a few teams this week. No, it wasn't. I guess I shouldn't say who they were. I just thought of it now. So if you guys are thinking, oh, I don't want that team, they've hit a few times. I've reloaded several teams. Not like I'm putting 20 new helmets in, but I'm making sure teams have multiple hits. Bill S. Pittsburgh. Dallas is gone. Chargers going to Brian. Philly, New England. Bill S. Gotcha. Oh, there we go. Vikings is the next claim. They are gone. Sorry, Dave. Indy is there for Brian. Baltimore there for Kevin. Three, 4, 2, Giant. Clemson. It is Clemson. We had him on a Clemson helmet a while back, too. I remember that. 342 pounds. Big boy, huh? You're saying he played for the Giants and then Clemson as well. You're not claiming Giants, right, Kyle? Just making sure, but I don't want to skip you and then have you say, I claim the Giants. Zach Green Bay, Pittsburgh, Larry is gone. Atlanta is not. I've got you on Atlanta. Okay, this is why I said maybe we should do a two-box here, but let's see where we get here. We've got 16 claims, which means 14 teams remain, guys. We'll give it a try here. We'll hang out, get this one full. I'm going to close this. We're not going to do that one. Racky up next. Big O's license after that. I'm going to type the teams up just in case, even though I know you guys can see them. But let's put it in the list here. Both combos still available as well. I'll read them off once they're a little bit once there's maybe less than 10 teams left. Okay, that's what we have left. Arizona Jets, I don't know why it separated it weird like that, but it did. Arizona Jets combo. Buffalo, Carolina Jets. Sorry, I typed that wrong. Arizona Jets, Carolina, Tennessee is the other combo. I think it used to be Carolina and the Jets. Just ignore that, but it's Tennessee. Detroit, Houston, Jacksonville, Vegas, Miami, New Orleans, Giants, San Francisco, Seattle, Tampa Bay, and Washington. So 14, I believe. Lots of teams sitting out there. AJ, I've got you with Seattle, right? Yep. I know that you're a few down, but I saw you claim Tampa, Bill, and then AZ and San Francisco in between for Brad. Maybe down to 10 now. 20 claims, 10 remain. You don't have to apologize, guys. I get several messages like that all the time explaining stuff to me. I don't tag you guys for a reason. I've never tagged anyone unless you guys really, really ask me to tag you. You know where I'm at. I like to open autographed items and get you guys some fun stuff. If you can't participate, you can still hang out. But never need to apologize, that's for sure. Washington, Dave. My wife will say that, and then I'll see the card ding over at Lululemon or wherever else. Starbucks, freaking twice a day. I tell her to mind her own business. Hopefully no one's wife's listening. I really don't tell her that. I do, but not like that. She collects, what does my wife collect? She collects pins from like Disney and stuff. She takes her teams to Disneyland and Disney World, and my kids love those shows, so they got their own little collection of those. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spots left. Slowly get this one filled up, guys. We will attempt to rank you next as well, and then some licensed jerseys down the night. New jerseys added for those hanging out until we get to that. I'll have to we had to add 5, correct? So new additions were, I already not remember who they are. Who was the football edition? TJ Watt, and then it was the other AFC North. Derrick Henry, TJ Watt, great NFL names added in there. Hockey, we had Matt Sundin on a Sweden Nike jersey. It's a cool one. Basketball, we had one as well. It was Dikembe Mutombo on the Nuggets. He's passed, but we still have some fun jerseys from him. I think it's the 100-year or the 50-year anniversary jersey from Mitchell & Ness on that one. And then baseball, I think we added Yordan Alvarez, right? Or was that last time? I think it was this time. So Henry, Watt, Sundin, Mutombo, and Alvarez added for tonight going forward. All right, let me type these in here. Buffalo, Carolina, let's type it correct. Tennessee, Detroit, Houston, Jacksonville, Las Vegas, Miami, New Orleans, and New York Giants. So if I put a dash, it makes it go to the next line. That's weird. Buffalo, Carolina, Tennessee, Detroit, Houston, Jacksonville, Vegas, Miami, New Orleans, Giants. 9 left. That is updated correct as well. We nixed the roulette wheel this week. Not enough steam on that one. So that one, there's 5 of you that joined, or 4 of you that joined, sorry. If you had a payment in there, I think just one of you did. I wrote down as a credit. Mark, if you're here, that was you, I believe. And then our playoff hockey, maybe I should have posted it earlier. I may still try to do that same format for the second round on and make it less spots claimed. Be a little more expensive. Maybe we could just do 1 tier instead of 2. Or we can just sit back and watch and have fun and not win a fun jersey while we do it. It's also an option. Craig got you on Detroit. Dave, Giants got you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. We're ready to roll. Jeez Louise. $2,500 for a Macklin Celebrini inscribed 115-point jersey, huh? That's what it goes for. Whew. Joe, what's up, man? Taking Buffalo. Gotcha. Okay, down to 6 spots left. Let's do this. Since we're at the bottom 6, or the last 6, let's just count those 6 down to 29 instead of 32 to try to help us get this closed up. There's a new Alt Ravens helmet. I don't think I've seen it. It's not this one that we already have, is it? No, that's 2018 or 2024. The Darkness helmet, is that what you're talking about? Just show me a picture. Midnight purple. Send it to me. Let's look at this. Joseph taking Miami. Thanks, Joseph. Yeah, it's like a darkness, the midnight helmet. That's cool with some red eyes. Staring at your soul. That's cool. So I said 29 on these. Miami's gone. One, two, three, four, 5 spots left. I know I've said it a bunch of times. Racky up next. Licensed jerseys after that. Kyle, I was a day or two late sending out your helmet. I saw it on the ground and I remembered, oh, he told me just to ship it on a certain day. I was waiting for you to respond to me or to tell me you were back, but it's on the way. I was a day or two late in shipping to you because it was in my wait to hear from people stack. Got you on the combo spot. Hopefully you had fun, man. Saw the pictures. It looked fun. Can't believe that Brown did that trade. Best 10th pick. What is it? Down to Houston, Jacksonville, Vegas, and New Orleans, guys. Last 4. Disney Destiny, that's cool. Marvel theme. I did a Disney cruise as probably a teenager. My family and another family went, and I thought it was cool. Mostly because I could eat all the pizza and ice cream I wanted back then. Oh, 10th pick, Ford Extra Lawrence. Gotcha. Guess I should have assumed that one, but I didn't. I read them off. I'll grab helmets in a second here. Last 4 spots down to 29. I'm here, guys. But just checking scores while we're waiting for the last 4 to get claimed up. Part of the conversation of whether we might have 4 combos or 3 combo spots next series, but I don't know that I want to do that. So we will see. Jeez, Martone scored again for Philly. Youngster. Okay. Saints going to Brian. Got you, Brian. Thank you. And we got Ottawa giving it a run to Carolina, too, huh? They were down 2-0 and then tied it up 2-2. Minnesota starting shortly. Okay, I'm going to roll bingo balls. We'll grab boxes. We'll hang out here for a second until we get the last three claimed up. Houston, Jacksonville, Vegas. You can try to imagine some of the players that haven't hit from those teams. That's a blind series, so hard for me to say look for this guy or this guy, but okay, let me get the black cage here. Let's get rolling. 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. I said 150. 50. 50. Excuse me. 95. 95. And 90. All lowerish. Houston, Jacksonville, Vegas, last 3 at 29 apiece. And then we're ready to roll. I'm gonna grab them, guys. I'll be right back. We'll put them in here. We'll wait till the last 3 teams get snatched up. Yeah, I've always thought of him as a great player, and get him on a better team with some help, maybe. I guess Giants didn't have a bad defensive front, but Houston, Jacksonville, Vegas, 29 apiece. Okay, let me grab those guys. 50, 95, and 90. Oh, gosh. As I smack the camera. in the park. Stuff crossed out on it. Okay. Houston, Shannon, Jags, Dave. We are 1 away. Right, Vegas. 50, 95, 90. Okay. What am I doing? I'm updating this. 29. Jags are Dave. Vegas is the last team open. 29 for Vegas, and then we roll. Racky up next, guys. Licensed jerseys after that. Tomorrow we'll have starters drop for Wednesday. It'll be baseball and one of our last 2 licensed jerseys for NFL. I gotta hope that we got a big name hiding in those last 2. I'm always hoping for third-party stuff. I mean, for anything, but I want to see the big headliners come out for third-party as often as we can. Last spot, guys, Vegas, and then we're ready to rock and roll. And we're still at 5. This is still accurate. You guys are tied for the lead right now. Just need to stay in that spot or take the lead at least. For the sake of time, guys, I'll drop Vegas down to 26 for a 3-boxer. Why not? Vegas 26 for a 3-boxer. I noticed, by the way, guys, I'm not going to say who. There's a few other places that run hockey jerseys, and there's no issue with it, but I would be careful. And I'm not talking about Daryl. I'm not talking about Nick. I'm not talking about Christian. I break with those guys, but there are an influx of Chinese jerseys that are making their way into stuff and being shown as headliners, and they are fake jerseys. I'm sure the autographs are perfectly fine, but keep that in mind. I've noticed that in a bunch of different places lately, and I don't know why, but just had that thought come to me. I saw a poster on the Facebook. Vegas, last team, guys. At 26. Apologies for the delay, guys. I know it's annoying to sit around and wait. Do my best to not make you guys wait too long for each individual break, but sometimes it happens. Zach closing us. Thanks, Zach. I appreciate you. Zach, you were one of the double ups on Saturday, weren't you, on Brad's? Some fun helmets. It was a back-to-back double up, which is funny. Yeah. For me, there's a bunch of different things you can look at, but I've noticed a lot of, like, hockey's getting popular, and a lot of rooms are starting to run them, trying their own little pick your team type breaks, and there's a lot of those that are using the jersey. I just grabbed the extra 2 spot because I have it. You do, Kyle. We're getting close to the end of the series, and I think you're still on top, or you're close to it. But yeah, there's a lot of little things you get used to finding on those. I know there are different versions of NBA, NFL that we use sometimes some are a little lower quality, but generally try to avoid the Chinese ones on those. But hockey, it's pretty dang obvious when they are. Okay, let's roll. Zach, I appreciate you. Thanks everyone else for jumping in. We'll do a Racky after this, 2-boxer. Sorry, 1-boxer for Racky, 2-box jersey after that tonight for licensed jerseys. Box 50, Series 38. Here's our first Wonka point. I'm all dirty. 1 pointer here on the first box. Oh, I see the auto staring right at me. Okay. I will wait till we turn around. 3, 2, 1. We've got a Dolphins Lunar, our second Lunar of the night, and ironically, they were both AFC East Lunars. 1 point Miami Lunar going to Joseph. That was on a discounted claim too, Joseph. I said I was looking at the auto because I keep talking about this series. 3, 2, 1. From the moment that we started with the series till now, I've not added any new names that have left teams, but this free agency was crazy. I did not go in and remove them all because it probably would have been like 15 helmets. We have an extra game this series, and next series we'll probably combine the next 2 series, maybe 3, but probably 2. Where if you hit a helmet on a player that's no longer on that team, we don't build them specifically. We don't try to do that, but series was built and then free agency hit, and it was insane. If you hit one of those, you get put onto a list. This is one of them. Great signature, great player. He's now with Atlanta. You're on the list, Joseph, for a chance to win another helmet. So everybody that hits a ex-boyfriend, as they call him, will be on that list. Let me put that down. You're getting added onto both lists. Wonka points. That's Tua Tagovailoa, by the way, if that wasn't obvious. Tua Tagovailoa for Joseph, and 1 point, and today is 20th. So that's helmet number 4 on that list. We've got Rico Dowdle, Mike Evans, Dontavian Wicks, and now Tua. So you'll see him disappear from the dollar break as well. Yeah, Miami lost a lot of players. It keeps happening. As soon as you think free agency's done, there's more and more people moving. It's kind of like Wicks was a new one that had been traded 2 days before he pulled the helmet. And I keep saying I'm surprised we haven't hit more this series. We've only had 4. Maybe you can stay at that, but there's one. I didn't talk about it today, and that's the time it comes out. Joseph, congrats. Still a great helmet, but he's on an old team. He has not signed yet, obviously, at his new team. But you're on the list to win another helmet because of hitting an old player on an old team. 90, Series 38. Look at that centering. Pretty good. 0 Wonka. So in the past for free agency, it's been a little more manageable. If there's 3 or 4 helmets, I'll go in and I'll remove them. We'll use them for the discount, or I'll sell them or trade them for something smaller that people don't like. This one is a little harder to avoid. So I do have like 1 or 2 other Tuas that won't see this series and will not be put in there, but anything that was already in or built. See the auto here too. We're going back-to-back Lunars. That could have been a number of different things for back-to-back now. Back-to-back Lunars. Yeah, you could rattle off 30 names right now that move teams that are signable names, the players that sign. Giants, New York Giants, and this one was Dave L. Neighbors, good guess. I don't know that I've seen Neighbors sign a Lunar. It's one of those weird things you think about. AFC East, by the way, that gives you guys out of the league. And then here's an NFC East, so it's 3-2-2-0, I believe. You're one of the 2s. Dave, let's see what you got here. 3, 2, 1. We're kind of We're going a little bit older on this one here. Same, actually older than Javon Curse, but the rest before that were all current players. Curse and Sims are retired. Dave, nice hit. Phil Sims on the Lunar. I'm hoping for a big name to come out. Fanatic certified. Phil Sims. Black ink, red ink on this. Both look great. Nice hit, Dave. I've got a Sims in the PC. I like him. I know he's one of those ones that gets a little less respect, like the Earl Campbells and stuff. I don't pay attention to that. Okay. Next one up. Box 95. Did I say you had Wonka, Dave? Did not. Box 95, Series 38. Zero Wonka. This effectively is our last Big Al's helmet of the night. We'll do more on Wednesday. You may see me change the number that we do on Wednesday to a little less, maybe. We'll see. See the style? That doesn't really help me. Oh, I think I know what team this is. Yeah. Okay, here we go. 3, 2. My chair rolled away. 3, 2, 1. We've got a slate. There's that team. I'd like to think I had a part in the chances of them coming out. Put a Chicago out there for some good luck. They come out on the final helmet. Okay. Chicago. Slate. I know a lot of you guys have been after Chicago purely because they're the only team that hasn't hit yet. Not all. Some of you like Chicago. Don't know why you would. Just joking. Chicago slate. They're the gold slate instead of the silver slate. That is Schwartz certified, if that helps you. Chicago was Jonathan. Jonathan R. had Chicago. Orange ink, which I like. 3, 2, 1. We got some inscription as well. Rookie of the Year, 01, number 35. I've had this helmet before, or at least a version of this. I don't think this is the one, actually. Cool helmet here. That's Anthony Thomas, number 35. I think the last time we pulled him, I messed up his name. I'm pretty sure it's Anthony Thomas. Schwartz certified. Kind of stuck with me. Orange ink. Inscribed Rookie of the Year, 01, number 35. Jonathan, nice hit. Chicago. There's the first NSC Norris, so 3, 2, 2, 1, I believe. Congrats, you guys. So we have one that's getting credit for a free chance at a free helmet because we hit Tua. We had Phil Sims, old quarterback for the Giants, and we had Anthony Thomas. That was a couple retired. Let's do a Radke live fill here now. Congrats, winners. Sorry those that didn't hit. Was hoping for a bigger name today, but some fun stuff. I should stop saying that. I like all the helmets, but you know what I mean. I'm harder on myself because the perceived value of hits, but it's not really how I perceive them. Denver, number 1. Minnesota, number 2 for Joe. Anyways, congrats, winners. All 3 fun helmets. Wish Tua wasn't gone, but he is. Rams going to Greg. Spot 3, Buffalo. Whoops, that's 4, right? Spot 4, Buffalo, 4. David. Spot 5, Detroit with a random for sale. Spot 5 for Mark. Spot 6, Miami, for Brian. Hold on, I'm going to refresh this since this is lagging out on me. Probably close to full, but let me make sure here. Spot 6, Miami, for Brian. 7, Indy, for Brad. Number 8, Cincy, for Kevin. Kevin, I meant to ask, and AJ too. AJ, you might be here. Whenever I send you guys a helmet, it like prompts me and says, "Are you sure this address is correct? You're getting the helmets I'm sending you, right?" It's kind of late for me to ask you that, but I'm just now thinking that. I was thinking there's no way it'd let me send it. Sometimes it says this is incorrect. Go ask for another address. This just says, "Are you sure you want to put it this way?" I'm like, yeah, that's the way that I was told to put it. Dallas, number 9. 10 is not Cincy gone. Brad, sorry. 10, Philly. 4, Dave. 11, Chargers for Brian. 12, Minnesota is gone. Carlos, sorry. Pittsburgh is there, number 12 for Brad. Jason's got a random up. Where are you? Right there. Second. I could also ask you that in private instead of out loud on the stream, but just tell me, yeah, I got a helmet. I got a few of those in, or no, they're all missing. What did you do? 13, Jonathan on New England. 14 is San Francisco for Elliot. 15, Pats are gone, Carlos. Sorry, you got blocked on both those. 14 was San Fran. Pats gone. Chicago is 15 for David. Whew, okay, good. 16, I guess I would have heard from you by now had they not been getting there. Carlos Saints, got you on that one. Not blocked there. Right, Chicago and then Saints. Okay. We are full, but there are 2 randoms available for 18 apiece. Mark has one. Jason has one. Mark up first. Jason up number 2. I'll give it a second here. If you want to jump in and grab a random, you got a chance for 18. 2 different chances there. 8 helmets out there. 8 numbers. You guys had the lead, lost it, got back. Sent the helmets out today. Sorry for the late. Oh, you're good. Well, you're saying you're waiting for some bubble wrap. That's a good thing to wait for. Get some randoms going. By the way, guys, I talked about this, but I bought one of these just for fun for myself. These are what we got a case of these. Have you guys seen these? The Eminent. I could show you the screen, not whatever, but we'll post it. I don't know when we're going to start them, but these are kind of cool, man. I'll pull it back up in a second. There's 2 randoms available, but we're going to do some NHL ones. Hopefully, we can grab NFL or MLB or NBA at some point. This is my buddy JJ Peterka. So they're all numbered. Some are to 99, like this is a green one to 99. There's some to 50, 49, 20, whatever it is, 5, 1. There's some artwork ones. There's some, I think they call them bubblegum ones. I don't know. We got a case of them. So we're going to do pick your team style with these. And we'll just probably do one at a time, I think. But they're kind of cool. There's some chasers in there. There's some fun players on every team. No, this is bottom of the barrel, Nick. Bottom of the barrel, JJ Peterka. Don't you talk bad about Peterka. Look at him. He's you don't actually dislike Peterka. You're just giving me crap, right? I actually do like Peterka. You do too. Okay, good. No, there's plenty players better than him in the series. A bunch of big names, some fun stuff. I'll show pictures on a post later on or some point. But we'll start that at some point. I don't know when. The point is we do it on that same day every week, so we'll have 10 of them go. There's a chance we'll do 2 at a time, but I think just 1 at a time, which is good and bad. Okay, last chance to grab a random, guys. Mark has one for 18. Jason has one for 18. If not, you guys can tell me if you want to sell your randoms when you see them. We'll get a box number. We'll get going here. If you weren't here for the college guess earlier, you have a chance now because I gave Michigan State a pass on the Kenneth Walker. Okay, I don't see anyone grabbing random, so let's get rolling here. If you guys want to sell your teams, please let me know, and I'll help you sell them, or I'll try to help you sell them. Hit paste. There it goes. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Houston on top, Kansas City on bottom. Let's go back over here. Do that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay. Jonathan R., I've got you with Denver and Houston. Joe, Minnesota, Carolina. Greg, Rams and Jacksonville. David L., Buffalo, Green Bay. Mark, you have Detroit. You got random Washington. If you want to sell them, let me know. Brian, Miami and Atlanta. Brad, Indy and Tennessee. Kevin, Cincy and Vegas. Jason T. at Dallas and Seattle. If you want to sell Seattle, Jason, let me know. And he just did. Seattle's up for sale if anybody wants them specifically for 18. David L., Philly, Arizona. Brian, Chargers and Tampa. Brad, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. Jonathan R., New England, Cleveland. Elliot, San Fran and the Giants. David, Chicago and the Jets. Carlos, New Orleans and Kansas City. Get a box number here. Again, next up is licensed jerseys. 5 new names were Derrick Henry, TJ Watt, Matt Sundin, Dikembe Mutombo, and Jordan Alvarez, in addition to the other 59 names on there. That's what we'll end on tonight. Let's get our rad key going here. Yes, okay, so who was it? Washington and Seattle are available for 18 if anybody wants to buy those. We know the teams who they are now. Washington and Seattle. Okay, let's go here. Let's randomize it 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 11. We're going all higher numbers. We did 10, 11, and 12 now. AJ will take Seattle. Yeah, it happens sometimes. You sell and they hit. There's no way around it. Only way around it is not selling them. AJ's got Seattle. If anybody's interested in Washington, Mark has them up for $18. Box 11 on the 7th roll. We'll go back to Seattle to AJ. And then Washington, last one left. 11 gone. It's right down here. Whoops. Hold on. Condensing. Putting them in order this time like I never do. 1, 2, 4, 5, 9, 6, 7, 8. Almost in order. Good enough. Okay, it looks like Washington's staying put, Mark. Last chance. Never mind. Carlos is going to take it right as I said that. Carlos snagging Washington. Oops. Smacking the camera. I always talk to myself, man. What you guys don't realize, well, I guess you do realize, I've got music going in here, and I know we're talking, we're conversing, but I'm basically just talking to the wall in here for 2.5 hours. You know? So I got to turn around talking to myself. Go crazy if I don't. 11. Okay, Carlos says Washington, AJ has Seattle. The rest is what I read off. We're good to go. Box 11. Radke. I would assume all you guys talk to yourself at some point. Yeah, all good. You just reminded me, though, to copy the jersey post over for next, so I'm not caught unready again. That's our last one coming up next. Okay, I got it there. Okay, here we go. Ooh. See a style. Got a little bit. I wonder who we got here. Got a little bit since we've seen this style for this team. 3, 2, 1. We have got a Winter Warrior for the Minnesota Vikings. Winter Warrior, and this one is authentic. 1 rep, 1 authentic today. There's your Oklahoma College. Oh, did you guess Oklahoma? I tried to even sneak the auto there for a second just to see, and I couldn't tell who it was. Wrong break. Did you have many in the other one? Minnesota in this one. Joe Johnston. Joe Johnston. Hitting authentic. Winter Warrior. Joe, nice hit. That's your team, too. Now I could tell who it is. I love this helmet. 3, 2, 1. I love this helmet. Believe if he's not in my series, I've got 1 or 2 reserves, but I think I may have built him in. Sometimes I give away stuff, but number 69 from the Culinary Academy, that is Jared Allen. Jared Allen, great hit. Culinary Academy, we all lose. See, Jonathan knows exactly. Where did he actually play? Oklahoma was right there for you, Nick. Jared Allen, I feel like I know where he played, but I can't. It was a smaller school, wasn't it? Oh, it was Idaho State. I knew that. That's a great helmet. Trade Rasheed for that, says Zach. Joe, great hit. Idaho State. Yeah, I think my grandma went to Idaho State. My family part of it comes from Idaho. Jared Allen, great helmet there. No college guest wins today. Michigan State and Idaho State. Let's do some licensed jerseys. There it is. Final one of the night. Let me pull up the screen. Yeah, of course. That's a great hit. I love seeing Jared Allen. And again, Kenneth Walker, Jared Allen, Sterling Sharp, Rondé Barber, I think is where we're at. I feel like big name back in this case is what we're looking at. So I'm excited to see that. And I do think we'll see a retro this case too, this double case. So, yeah, just keep that in mind, I suppose. Let's see where we're at here. Oh, I already have my screen pulled up. Okay, top chat, live chat it just like I do so you can see the order that I see. First claim I see is Ovi for Jason. Got you, Jason. Number 2, Ripken. Cal Ripken. Going to James. Number 3, Bo Jackson for Greg. Number 4, Ripken's gone. Sorry, Mark. 4, Watt. New arrival, new claim. Going to Bill. Nice. Ovi. Elliot Larry. Sorry, guys. He's gone. Ripken gone too. You dingus. Sorry. Ovi gone. You already have him. Kane. I thought we were close to full, but there was a bunch of fake ones there. Not fake, but you get what I'm saying. Patty Kane going to Brian. Leon Draisaitl. Is he playing tonight, Leon? It's probably about to start, right? I would assume that he's magically healthy for the postseason, right? Excited to watch that. I'm pretending like I'm not bummed about last night. It's our first playoff game. It's okay. Don't expect to win, even though we had the lead and we're outplaying them for a little bit. 7, Joe, got you with Jefferson. 8 is Brett Favre for Bill S. 9 is Garnett for Zach. 10 is Luke Kuechly for Greg. 11 is Shane Donor for Brian. 12, Jokic. Whoa, looking at the Jays. For Zach B, gotcha. OSU, not Ohio State. Remember, I'm Canadian. Rose was the next one. That's number 13. I think we got a little bit of work to do here. Thought we were closer, but a few duplicate claims. 13, Pete Rose going to Mark. 14 is Chorio, another baseball. We've kind of built up our baseball stable there now. I've added one each time in the last couple. Is there 12 baseballs instead of like 7? Bill 14. 15 is Evans for Dustin. Okay, we are 5 away. I'm going to show some pictures since we're not just 1 or 2 away. Whoops. Licensed jerseys. Here we go. Here's the post with the list. It's in the pin section. And here's some of the names. I'll read off the ones that are still available. 5 will close us. Manu Ginobili for the Spurs on the camo. Felix Hernandez for Seattle. Jerome Bettis, Rams. Brock Faber, Wild, playing right now. Dennis Rodman, Khaki, Bulls. Theo Fleury, Flames. JSN for the Seahawks, Carmelone. St. Brown, Amon-Ra. Warren Moon, Dr. J getting claimed, 4 left. Brian Thomas Jr. for the Jags. Yohan Moncada for Chicago White Sox. Chris Chelios, Red Wings. Max Scherzer, Mets. Sammy Sosa, Cubs. Tim Brown, Raiders. Sebastian Aho, that's that same style we pulled. That was right. Hurricanes. Paul Pierce on the alternate for the Celtics. Matthew Tkachuk for the Panthers. What did I do? Did I not update the right photos? Oh, maybe I never updated the photos. Uh-oh. We'll make sure. Anyways, he's gone. Magic already hit, right? Bolden. Yes, he's still. I must have not updated the photos. It's the one thing I forgot. Ovi's gone. I read off the new ones, but anyways, there's 5 that are gone. Darnell Nurse, Emmitt Smith, Andre Johnson, gone. Penny Hardaway, Sergei Bobrovsky, Rasheed Wallace, Troy Polamalu, Andre Dawson, Steve Young's gone. Leonard Fournette, gone, claimed. John Starks, Brett Hull, Xavier Worthy, Elway's gone. McCutcheon is there. Neighbors and Nichols, both claimed. Chipper Jones, Joe Thornton, and Clayton Keller. Saquon, I don't know if he got claimed. Walt Frazier gone. He hit. Sorry, guys, I didn't update the pictures. Thought I did. Isaiah Thomas, Matthew Golden, Mikko Rantanen, Julius Erving just got claimed. Tyler Warren, Wade Boggs. That's it. So let's go back over here. 4 left to close this. I may have time to update it before we get close so I can show you the last 4 pictures. Last 5 pictures. Dr. J, where are you? Jeez, I'm struggling. Dr. J for Larry and Brett Hull for Larry. That's number 16 and 17. Maybe not. I still need to update those pictures. Brett Hull, Larry, V, 18, Emmett for Scott. 19 is Clayton Keller for Brian. So 1 spot left. Let's see if I can sneak it in while we're waiting for the last few. 1 spot left to close this. Hurry. You can do it. Hurry. I believe in you. Nope, too late. I'll do it later. I never updated it. You jerk, Al. What are you doing? Saquon Barkley to close us. Sorry, guys. That's me dropping the ball. There's 5 jerseys. I guess you saw them on the preview post at least. But not on that group page. Okay, we're full. Let's make sure, though, that's 8 plus should be 12 over here. Let's get some randoms going. There will be 4 solos for $10 a piece. Thanks for helping us close this one, guys. I appreciate it. I feel like I was a little scatterbrained. I'm going to make sure. Ovechkin, Ripken, Bo, TJ, Kane, Draisaitl, Jefferson, Favre, KG, Kuechly, Doan, Jokic, Rose, Churio, Evans, Irving, Hull, Smith, Keller, Barkley. Those are all claims. Okay. Final 4 on the 7th roll will be $10 solos First come, first serve, one at a time, please. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Solos are McCutchen, Fournette, Faber, and Pierce. Pirates, Jaguars, Wild, and Celtics. Let's go. Let's go here. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do that. Okay. Kutch for Dustin. Faber for James. By Mutombo or Starks if for sale. Kelsey has them. I know that Greg has Mutombo. Starks, I'll look really quick here. Right above. Brian has Starks. Okay, Leonard Fournette, Paul Pierce are our solos that are still available. I'll read off who has who and see if anyone has any credit. Jason, Ovechkin, St. Brown, and Boggs. James, Ripken, Thornton, and Kachuk. Greg, Bo Jackson, Felix Hernandez, Bernie Nichols. Bill S., TJ Watt, Aho, and Matthew Golden. Brian, Kane, Bolden, and Ginobili. Nick F., you have Draisaitl, Johnson, and Matt Sundin. Joe, you have Jefferson, Polamalu, and Worthy. That is a $3 off spot, Joe. All football. Bill S., Favre, Nurse, and Fleury. Zach, Garnett, Chipper, and Bettis. Greg, Kuechly, Tim Brown, Malone. Brian, Doan, Dawson, and Henry. Zach, Jokic, Neighbors, and Chelios. Mark M., you have Rose, Sosa, and Hardaway. Bill S., Trio, Moon, and Rodman. Dustin Evans, Rasheed Wallace, Mikko Rantanen. Larry V., you have Irving, JSN, Yohan Moncada, Hull, Bobrovsky, and Isaiah Thomas. Scott, you had Emmett Smith, Tyler Warren, and Jordan Alvarez. Brian, Keller, Starks, and Thomas. Greg, Barkley, Scherzer, and Mutombo. Dustin, you had McCutchen. James, you had Faber. Fournette and Pierce are open. Let me go up and read these here. By Mutombo is Starks. Did anyone respond from those? Brian says sell Starks. Okay. Going to Jonathan. And then, Greg, if you want to sell Mutombo, let Jonathan know. It's your last random. Andre Johnson for Rantanen, Dustin. Faber just scored. Did he really? That's cool. Him and Boldy, man, that's a fun, young. And then they got Kirill Kaprizov and Quinn Hughes. What was the trade offer? Andre Johnson for Rantanen, Dustin. Is Dustin here? Not yet. Dustin, you have Mikko Rantanen. Nick has Andre Johnson. If you want to switch the two, let him know. Buy St. Brown if for sale. St. Brown is Jason, keeping all randoms, okay? I'll buy Chipper if selling. Chipper Jones is Zach. Zach has Chipper. If you want to sell Chipper, Zach, let us know. Larry V, buy JSN. Yours, Greg. Good luck, okay? Larry V, JSN going to Greg. Greg. I'll keep Mutombo, says Greg. Okay. Yours, Greg. Buy Aho. Who had Sebastian Aho? Bill S has Aho if you want to sell. Keeping all random. Sell Starks. Got it. Bob and Isaiah Thomas for sale. Larry has Bobrovsky and Isaiah Thomas up for $10 a piece. I'll keep Mutombo. I'd buy Dawson and or Sosa if for sale. Sammy went to Mark M. Dawson went to Brian W. Brian, Mark, if you want to sell Dawson or Sosa, let him know. Keep Sosa, says Mark. Okay. Brian, if you want to sell Dawson, let him know. Sell Dawson. Okay. Selling Dawson to Obi. Buy Bob. Going to James. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Sell Dawson. Yours, James. Thanks, Larry. Polamalu for Warren. Moon, Bill S. Where are we at here? Bill, you have Warren Moon. Joe is offering you. Where are you, Joe? Joe is offering you Troy Polamalu, Bill, if you want to trade Polamalu for Warren Moon, or your Warren Moon for his Troy Polamalu. Thanks, Brian. We'll trade Nick. What was the trade offer again? It was Andre Johnson and Mikko Rantanen. Yeah. Okay, Rantanen trade and Andre 3000 trade. Sure, Joe, that was the Polamalu for Warren Moon. Okay. Moon trade. And Polamalu trade. Waiting to trade Joe Thornton. James has Joe Thornton. It's almost a trade for Joe Thornton. Sure, not sue. Sue Joe. Sue him. That happens to me every day when I type, so I know exactly what you meant. Okay, last few trade offers, guys. I've read them all off. Isaiah Thomas is available for purchase. Pistons, Mitchell and Ness. Rasheed Wallace is up as well. Sheed, Isaiah Thomas, and then Joe Thornton is available. If someone wants to trade for that too, you can put out a trade offer. I'm going to roll the bingo balls since we're there. Fournette and Paul Pierce are available for $10 a piece. The Truth, and I don't know if Fournette has a nickname, but Celtics alternate Mitchell Ness and Jaguars Nike. Instead of leaving them unsold, I'm going to discount them to $8 now. Paul Pierce and Fournette. What division won the poll? It's not over yet. Did I update the last one yet? 8 items? That doesn't sound right. Oh, it's because they're 2. Is this correct? 3, 2, 2, 2. 3, 2, 2, 2. Right now, AFC East, AFC South is on top, but we still have 2 jerseys to open, so you got a chance to tie, lose, or take the lead because you're only down by 1. Sell Henry to Greg. Did I miss the purchase offer? I did. Brian W. Buy Henry. Sorry, Greg. Sorry, Brian. I missed it. Derrick Henry going to Greggy. Yellow. Gotcha. Paul Pierce and Leonard Fournette are $8. Instead of leaving them unsold, I'm going to lower them down. Joe Thornton, Rasheed Wallace, Isaiah Thomas available. I'm going to roll the bingo balls, but we'll wait a second here before we open. Jason grabbing Paul Pierce for 8. I'll put an asterisk there next to it. Gold Cage. I'm just going to get rid of these full sizes. Bingo balls 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the used pile. And I can put the jerseys right there where I like them. Greg taking Fournette for the discounted price as well. Thank you, you two. Rasheed, Isaiah Thomas, Joe Thornton available. 2 boxer. Let's get it rolling. 1, 2. One didn't go up there. Perfect roll. Okay. Mark gone just a little bit above. Jason had him by claiming by his nickname, The Truth. So, Gonzo. First number is, if I can show the screen, 99 with a number with a line underneath it, 99. And next one is 112, 112. That thing will just rock for hours, back and forth. Okay, final call. So all the solos have been snagged up. There is still Rasheed Wallace, Isaiah Thomas, Joe Thornton. If anyone wants to offer a trade up for any of those are still available. So last ones. And then we're good to go. I'm going to grab the boxes, guys. 99, 112. I'll close this when I come back. 99, 112. 99, 112. Oh boy. It's falling. I'm going to turn on some playoff hockey while I finish all this for the next few hours. 112.99. 99, 112. Okay. Looks like Thornton, Thomas, and Rasheed Wallace are going to stay where they're at. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sold, 4 solos grabbed, and 1, 2 trades. Good luck. Thanks for helping us close this last one, guys. We'll be back on Wednesday. Yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, 99 up first. Good luck, everyone. Signature is too close. I feel like I should know this, but it's right up next to it, so I can't really tell who it is. It's right here in the window, though. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I feel like I should know that, but I don't. Oh, I do, because the colors. Teal, gold, black. I think that one threw me off. I thought that was hockey because it was heavy. And it was up towards the top, so I thought maybe it was a brand new jersey. This is semi-new, but not too new. That was one of the solos, wasn't it? One of the discounted solos going to Greg. Number 27. This is a big old jersey. I like this one. Panini certified. Kind of, you got Andrew Luck, you got Leonard Fournette. There's a few other guys that signed with Panini that did some signings. This one's a cool jersey. A little more stiff. Leonard Fournette, Go Jags, Panini certification down there, and I think there's a photo of him signing as well. Jags patch, Nike tag down below as well. Size 48. Greg, nice hit. Leonard Fournette. The very last claim, too, because Paul Pierce was claimed first. And then Leonard right after. The weight threw me off. See, I gotta not assume that. I'm sitting there thinking 7 with a go on it. Who wrote go in hockey? Incorrect. Panini certificate authenticity. Leonard Fournette autographed tickets. Someone went and got this signed. And there's Leonard signing. That's cool. Very nice. Nice hit. Saw that and I thought, why not? We can include that in the series. It's a fun one. I think I've always been more of a Fournette fan than maybe I'm supposed to be, but he was fun in high school and college. Played. Did he win a Super Bowl at the Bucs, or was that prior to them winning the Super Bowl? I'm not sure. Okay, 112, 112. Here we go. We don't know yet. Black bag. Black bag. I'll strip it off like a band-aid. I'm not going to try to look at the stuff there. Oh, man. Both these are pretty dang new. Both of them. Sorry, the long chasers. These are not old jerseys. These are new jerseys. I saw this one, thought it was a fun one. He's done some signings, so we're starting to see him on Ravens and Cardinals helmets and jerseys, which I really like. Used to be a hard signature to get, a little bit easier now. Back-to-back football tonight. Sorry, hockey, baseball, and basketball claimers, but that is Anquan Boldin. On the maroon, both of these are pretty stinking new, I'm pretty sure. Maybe Boldin's newer than Fournette, but I could be wrong. Cardinals, 2003 Anquan Boldin, NFL legacy. Let me see who has Boldin. Give me a second. It's a great jersey. Let's see. Anquan Bolden is, there it is, a random right towards the top. Brian W. on your Patrick Kane claim, right in between Manu Ginobili and Patty Kane. Brian hitting Anquan Bolden. Nice big auto as well. Becca certified on this one. Congrats, Greg and Brian. That is Leonard Fournette and Anquan Bolden. Nike and Mitchell and Ness jerseys, both NFL. Uh-oh, I didn't do the update on the divisions. Jags are, well, that doesn't freaking help. AFC South. We lost, says Nick. Cardinals or NFC West. Oh, man. 4-2-2-3. You're one of the twos. You guys had two early. Right there. The Chiefs were the only thing you got? No AFC North at all today? Nope. No, I'm wrong. No, I am right. Sorry, AFC East. I was thinking Dolphins. No Broncos, no Chargers, no Raiders. Just the Chiefs and not a single AFC North. What a joke. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's do a quick recap. Non-Big Al stuff. We started off with an Ellie De La Cruz Funko, which is great. Love to see that. Reds hitting there. Pucks were fun. We had Isaac Howard, youngster for the Oilers. Corey Perry, Ducks, now with the Lightning. And then Rob Blake on a Kings reverse retro. Love the reverse retros. We did not hit a headliner there, but still some fun pucks. We lost. Yeah, thanks, Mark. Better luck next time, man. Jerseys from East Coast, Kirill Marchenko and Peter Kochetkov. Racky, Kenneth Walker, and Jared Allen. Love both those helmets. The rest was Big Al stuff today. We had Anthony Thomas, Phil Simms, Javon Curse, Tua Tagovailoa entered into the freebie helmet contest. Dalton, Kincaid, Rashee Rice, A.J. Brown. We didn't pull any of the superstars tonight, but all fun helmets. Jerseys were Leonard Fournette and Anquan Bolden. So, all right, guys, we'll be back on Wednesday, hoping to hit some bigger names. Great stuff tonight. If anything's staying, please let me know. I'm happy to post. Happy to coin, happy to do whatever. Hold while you think about it. Just let me know. And we'll see you guys on Wednesday if you're around tomorrow for some starters, and then we'll go from there. Have a great night, guys. Thanks.